Kylie, I need to know when you intend on standing on your own 2 feet for once. It's time you learn to be independent, young lady.
Huh? Stand on my own 2 feet? Be independent? But I haven't lived with you for years now, Mom. Besides, I've been sending you a monthly allowance for God knows how long. I don't want to be rude, but surely if either of us are independent, it's me.
Don't get clever with me, girl. It's funny you should mention the allowance, actually. Because it's actually that I'm upset with you about. You've been lying to me this whole time, haven't you? You've got some nerve to do this to your own mother.
Lying to you? Me? What the hell? About what?
I know it was really your little brother Oliver sending me my monthly allowance all along. He finally confessed to me in floods of tears that it was him sending me $1,000 a month for these last 12 years. It might look like he's not working at a glance, but he actually works from home, and it turns out he makes quite a lot of money. Did you know that? What a little star my boy is.
That's the first I've heard of it.
But because he's so kind, generous, and big-hearted, and because he thinks so much of you as his big sister, he went out of his way to send you the money, so you could send it to me from your account and take the credit at a sympathetic consideration for your unfortunate position. In doing so, he made it look like the money was coming from you all along. I can't believe he went so far out of his way to protect your dignity. Oh, that's my Oliver. He's really the kindest boy there ever was.
My unfortunate position? I don't even... Hang on, Mom. Wait a sec. Do you actually believe him? I can't believe anyone would fall for a lie this obvious.
Don't be silly. There's no way my darling Oliver would ever lie to his mother. The boy's an angel, and I won't have anyone tell me otherwise.
That boy? Mom, please. He's a 26-year-old man who lives alone in his perpetually dark bedroom, surrounded by empty potato chip packets and questionable amounts of used tissue paper. Will you just stop and think about this? Oliver was a kid in middle school 12 years ago when the monthly allowance payments started. He didn't get his first part-time job until high school. Even if this working from home stuff is true, exactly how do you suppose he came up with $1,000 a month for those first few years when he was a child?
Good grief, Kylie. When will you ever realize that it's exactly this kind of obsessing over minor, trivial details that causes people to find you insufferably boring?
All I'm doing is pointing out the inconsistencies in what you're saying. But I see. So this is how you speak to me after I send you $1,000 a month for 12 years, is it? Alright, I understood. You believe Oliver unconditionally, no matter what he says, never questioning a thing. But with me, your default response is to treat me like a liar. I mean, it's not like I was doing it because I wanted you to be grateful. I did it because you're family, and I figured I didn't really mind having to tighten my belt and be careful with my spending if it meant helping you out.
Oh, please. Stop pretending like you're some saint, dear. You're making me feel physically sick. Drop the act and admit it. I know it was your little brother sending me $1,000 a month all along. I have nothing to be grateful to you for.
I see how it is. Well, in that case, I'll let Oliver carry on with the payments directly, since you obviously don't need me to be involved with them at all. Just to be clear, you don't need me to have any further involvement in the payments, is that right?
Yes, that's right. Fine, I'll leave everything up to your brother from now on. Actually, it's probably for the best. I think this is probably the best way to stop that ego of yours getting overinflated. You're so useless, so why don't you do me a favor and disappear?
Sure thing. You know what? That actually works great for me. I feel like a weight has been lifted off of my shoulders. Goodbye.
Hey, is that my scumbag big sister? This is your big brother, and the supreme master of your life, and I have a direct order for you. Starting from next month, you're gonna start adding an extra $500 onto the monthly $1,000 you've been sending to Mom's bank account. And also, and this part's important, you're gonna start sending it directly to my bank account instead. I told Mom it was me sending her $1,000 a month indirectly through you this whole time. Let's face it, Mom's gonna be way happier living with me. I was always her favorite. You can think of the extra $500 as a thank you for my troubles. Oh, and by the way, if you're feeling extra generous and want to help out your awesome little bro even more, you're more than welcome to bump that extra $500 up to $1,000 or $2,000. Alright, I'm counting on you, sis. The payments start next month. Do I make myself clear? Sweet. Alright, peace. Hey, is that my rotten, filthy, stinking sister? You were supposed to start sending me that money today. I just checked my banking app, but nothing went in. Is it bugging out, or are you just being a lazy dumb slacker who can't even remember what day of the month it is? If it's the second one, stop lazing around and see to it that $1,500 goes into my account as soon as goddamn hacking possible. Get a move on, bitch. Hey! Mom won't stop nagging me about her monthly allowance money. Where is it? Hurry the hell up before I get seriously mad. You're the biggest blockhead dumb bitch loser I've ever met in my life. This is why you never trust a woman with anything involving money. Is it any wonder Mom hates you when you act like this? Get that 1.5k paid directly into my bank account by first thing tomorrow morning.
Kylie, hurry up and send me this month's $1,000.
Excuse me? I thought we agreed Oliver was gonna send you it himself directly from now on. Why are you asking me for money all of a sudden? I thought you didn't need anything from me.
It's not that I don't need it. Actually, I'm doing you a favor by allowing you the privilege of sending me the money again. You know, it's not good to rely on your brother to do everything for you, right?
You're doing me a favor.
Yes, that's right. Me and Oliver have decided that that's what's best for your personal development. I hope you're grateful to your amazing little brother. He's been very kind to you, you know. There aren't many people who'd let you take the credit for sending their mother $1,000 a month. Now he says he decided to actually let you take over with the payments for real. Instead of tossing you in the garbage where you belong, he's very kindly giving you the opportunity to prove yourself as a decent, respectable human being and finally serve a purpose to this family.
You'll have to forgive me, but I'm a little confused. I don't have a clue what you're talking about.
That's fine, dear. You might be too dense to understand what I'm talking about, but all that matters is that you take over from Oliver with my $1,000 monthly payments. I'm sure you'll figure out what's going on before long. Listen, forget all that. Don't overexert yourself with too much thinking. Just send me my $1,000 now. Oh, that reminds me. You'll also be sending Oliver $500 a month, won't you?
Why would I do that?
It seems like your darling brother's been coming up with all sorts of ways for you to prove yourself as a respectable human being. Think of sending him $500 a month as your way of saying thanks.
Oh, it's fine. He doesn't have to help me prove anything.
What?
I already decided to leave everything involving the money to Oliver. Even if neither of you see me as a respectable human being, I seriously couldn't care less.
Kylie!
I guess you could say my feelings regarding anything involving the two of you have become numb. Dad died 3 months after I moved out after getting my first job. And with that, you had to buy groceries and pay the rent with no breadwinner. I couldn't just leave you to fend for yourselves. So out of a sense of duty to you as my family, I scrimped and saved. And I did everything I could to get you that $1,000 for 12 years straight. And to think this is how you repay me? By treating me with contempt and disdain? Like I'm a piece of dirt on the bottom of your shoe? I guess you could say my eyes were open. And now I can see you for what you really are.
What are you talking about? All we're talking about here is you taking over the payments for my monthly allowance that Oliver has been taking care of until now. You've been free to do what you want all this time while your brother bore the burden. All I'm saying is that the gravy train is coming to its final stop, and it's finally your turn to pull your socks up and pay your dues to this family. You only have yourself to blame for this, my dear. Do I make myself clear? This is your fault and nobody else's. If you understand, I suggest you send me my $1,000 as soon as possible. Oh, and send Oliver his $500 while you're at it. If I don't see that money by tomorrow, I'll have no choice but to call your company and demand that they start paying your salary directly into my account. Kylie, what's going on here? Is it true that you quit your job?
Huh?
Remember how I told you I'd have your boss send your salary to my bank account instead of yours if you failed to pay up the $1,500 you owe us? Since I didn't get my money before the allotted deadline of yesterday, I had no choice but to give your boss a call. And when I did, he told me you quit your job ages ago. I can't believe you quit your job just to get out of paying me my monthly allowance. You're rotten to the core. You disgust me. Oh my God, this means you're unemployed, doesn't it? You better not think you're allowed to come back to this house to leech off me just because you can't afford to feed or clothe yourself anymore. You better not go begging to your brother Oliver for any money either. You're on your own now.
Was the company you phoned called Dunkin' Food Products by any chance?
Yes, they're the company you got a job with after graduating high school, if I remember correctly.
Yep, you remember correctly, but I quit that place half a year ago.
Huh? Half a year ago?
I read about crypto trading online a few years ago and thought it looked like fun, so I figured it wouldn't hurt to put aside a tiny chunk of my salary every month to play around with the markets. Things went way better than I expected, and I eventually got so good that other people online were asking me for advice. I decided to set up my own crypto trading advice forum. Before long, I was making more money than my old job and no longer had the time to balance them both. So I quit Dunkin' Food Products.
Wait, you did? Hang on, dear, what's a crypto?
I won't bore you by going into detail, but let me give you a simple explanation. It's the future of global finance. I won't pretend to be a millionaire yet, but things are going very well, and I'm making way more money than I ever was at the food company, so I saw no reason to stay.
Ah, that's fantastic, dear. So the $1,500 you owe me and your brother shouldn't be a problem then.
I have one more announcement to make. I'm getting married.
Married?
That's the other reason I quit my job. My fiancé's a guy I met at the company. He's Japanese, and he was only ever at our branch as part of a temporary work placement. He's heading back to Japan soon, and I decided I'm gonna go with him and start my new life in Osaka.
You're marrying a foreign person?
Yep, that's right. All of my work is online, so I can do it from anywhere. But sadly for you guys, me and Takeshi are going to have to be careful with our finances, what with moving countries, running a household, and managing my company. So I'm afraid I don't have a single cent to spare. Please, get the money from Oliver like we agreed last month.
Fine, whatever. It's not like it's the end of the world. I guess Oliver does earn enough that he's been paying me $1,000 a month for the last 12 years. I suppose if that means a tragic failure of a human being that is my good-for-nothing daughter disappearing from both our lives for good, then I should be thankful.
Alright, great. So we agreed that Oliver will be taking over your allowance payments, and I'll never be speaking to either of you again.
Fine by me.
One more thing. The contract on this phone is set to end the day I leave America, so you won't be able to contact me after I leave for Japan.
Yep, whatever. I have zero intention of messaging you anyway, so who cares? All I need is my dear beloved son Oliver. The two of us will be fine without you.
Right. Bye.
Hey, is that my bitch sister? What the hell is this crap I'm hearing from Mom? You're not gonna pay her allowance? What are you doing? Not only that, but you're moving to Japan? What the heckin' heck are you playing at? I knew you liked anime, but I didn't know you were this much of a weeb freak. You're free to go wherever you like, but let me make one thing clear. You will be paying me and Mom our allowances. $1,500 a month. No, $2,000. Actually, $2,500. Yep, that's right. I'll very kindly let you off the hook for your abominable behavior for the low price of $2,500 a month for the rest of your life.
Why does the amount keep going up?
Ha ha! There you are. You finally replied. Where's my money, bitch?
Oh, that's strange.
What is?
According to what Mom told me, far from being the unemployed neat loser I thought you were, you're actually a high-rolling homeworker earning a fat paycheck with nothing but your laptop. The $1,000 I foolishly thought I'd been sending to Mom every month for the last 12 years was actually coming from you all along, right?
Huh? No. Wait a sec. That's just the story I told her.
But me and Mom just agreed that she didn't need me to send her money ever again. And she said she's totally fine with you paying her that $1,000 a month from now on. She disowned me and agreed to never speak to me again.
She did what?
You've always been on her side, right? So naturally, this automatically means me and you will be cutting ties too.
What? No. If you do that... Oh my god. The monthly allowance.
You make big bucks working from home, right? You've been paying Mom $1,000 a month for the last 12 years, right?
No, that was...
Anyway, I'm a little busy right now. See ya.
Kylie, I need some money, please. Oliver's been lying to me. He lied to me about everything. He said he lied about working from home to put my mind at ease. In light of the little white lie he told me in good faith out of consideration for my feelings, I hereby nominate you once more to pay me my $1,000 a month allowance. Now hurry up and get that money into my bank account. Please. I had less than $100 when I last checked my balance. Things really aren't looking great for your mother here, dear.
Ah, Mom. Good morning.
Kylie.
The contract on my phone's about to end.
What? Now?
Me and Takeshi are leaving for Japan tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
All right, I'm gonna turn it off now.
No, Kylie. Please. Wait.
Goodbye forever. I heard everything I'm about to tell you from my Aunt Sylvie, who received a desperate SOS message from my panicking mother at 2 a.m. in the morning. Apparently, my mom and Oliver drove out to Denver Airport in a crazed rush to try and track me down, and were picked up by security after running around the terminals, accosting strangers to ask whether they'd seen a woman with red hair and an Asian man. Aunt Sylvie said the plan was to stop me from leaving for Japan, but in the usual fashion, they hadn't stopped to think about the consequences of their action. They realized the gravity of their situation when it dawned on them that they'd spent my mom's last $100 filling up the car with gas to get to the airport, and were now stuck hundreds of miles away from home, having no choice but to call Aunt Sylvie begging for help. The funniest thing is, we left from Phoenix Airport. Unbelievably, my mom even asked Aunt Sylvie to take over the monthly allowance payments, which Aunt Sylvie naturally declined. She called them lazy bums, told them to go to the job center, and totally abandoned them for their sheer brazen arrogance. By some miracle, both my mom and brother managed to find low-paying factory work, and now their status as poverty-stricken debt grovelers is all but confirmed. To make matters even more hilarious, the fact that neither of them have ever had a job before means they spend every day stressed out and angry at their boss, their coworkers, and each other, and most appropriately, themselves. Last I heard, they spent every day spewing profanities and making empty threats at each other in a beat-up house with a severe cockroach infestation.
These are the source files for this day, boss. I have made sure that the project stays on track, and our milestones do not get missed. There will be no need for you to take care of these things anymore. Not that there will be a project to take care of anyways. We lost the gig. They called and cancelled the project.
What? How? It can't be. Everything was progressing according to the given plan.
I even briefed the client just yesterday about all the milestones. Not to mention, they seem to be pretty happy with everything. Oh yeah? Riddle me this then. Why did they not only cancel this project, but ended their entire business with us right after you briefed them about everything so well? Why can't an old client just close down all the deals with us if everything was going all right from our end? How am I suddenly sitting in my office without any business or even a single small project whatsoever?
I don't understand, sir. It's all just beyond reason. The team has even been ahead of all the deadlines.
All the boxes were ticked from both sides. How do you not know the error in all your submissions? Do I pay you for being ignorant of what's going on under your nose? You were the head of the development team. The same team that made a mess of things and cost me a fortune. And now you say that you didn't see a blunder that was made under your own supervision? It's unprofessional and unacceptable. I can apologize for everything other than my ignorance towards my work, sir. I have never left a hair undone with even a single project. And I don't know how this calamity fell upon us. But rest assured, I'll be at this office early tomorrow. I'll check their feedback and find out the reason for this abrupt denial. Hopefully, I will get them back on track with us. I've had enough of you. No need for you to come tomorrow morning. I'll handle the things myself from now on.
What do you mean, sir? I don't understand. I have to be there. It's my job.
It's no longer your job, man. I wish I didn't have to do this over the phone. But in the light of all that you've costed me today, you're fired, Brooks. You'll be sent the official papers by tomorrow.
But it's not fair, sir. I know it was a big project. You still have to give me a chance. I know I can make this right. Just let me come tomorrow. Please.
You either take me for an idiot, or even worse, you are an extremely stupid person yourself. I run a high-end business. I do not have time to give second chances to people. You're lucky I allowed you the privilege of my words. Although you don't deserve any. I have worked hard for every penny you've ever given me. I worked this job with all my heart for 5 years. I have made the ends meet for your sake in the past. You know I can handle this too. At least show me the client feedback. I deserve to know what I did wrong. Don't just kick me out like that. You deserve even worse. Look at yourself, begging for a job you can't do well. You should be ashamed of yourself. And enough with your laments of the past. You know you were just my employee, and you had to work hard every day to show your worth to me. The worth that has now gone stale. And I don't like professional odors like that near my office. So don't even try to show your face here again.
I heard what happened. Everyone at the office is still in shock too.
Finally, a reply. Where have you been? I've been texting you for days now, and you didn't even show up at the apartment. I needed you so bad.
I've just been a lot busier. You know, Brooks, I can't always babysit you. I wish I could, but I can't.
I don't think this is the way to talk to someone you love when they are in pain. You don't know the half of what I went through, and why I had to go through it. I wasn't even shown the feedback of the client. Wasn't even allowed in the building. Just thrown away. Just like that. Fired. It's not fair.
I understand your pain, Brooks, but everyone's had their own baggage too. You have to understand that too.
How can you be so indifferent to whatever happened to me, knowing what I was going through? You didn't even leave me a single reply. And now when you come back, you justify your ignorance of my pain.
It's work, Brooks. We are all occupied with the project. It's a very tense situation in the office.
Wait. What did you just say? Did you just say project? How am I suddenly sitting in my office without any business or even a single small project whatsoever? This is what Collins texted me that day. How on earth is it possible for him to get the team busy on something when he was robbed dry of projects just 2 days ago? Unless he never lost the projects. And unless he never lost a client, he blamed me for losing. Well, why did he fire me then? What could have been the reason? And why did he hide it?
I didn't expect it to happen soon, but it's good to see you catching up. Though, you still failed to observe that he didn't fire me, even though I was the main dev on that project. Equally as eligible for blame as you. All I got was your position.
What are you talking about? What do you mean?
I mean that you're a dummy. God, you're so stupid you can't get a single clue. He fired you because I wanted him to do so. Enough of this act now. I am not your girlfriend anymore. Your use for me is finished. Was that so hard to read, you idiot? I didn't even talk to you since you've been fired. Not a single consolation. And you still think that I love you? I love Collins. He is more of a man than you'll ever be. We are together now, and we don't think you should be in that office. That's it.
No! Eva, please no. I can't bear it. First a job, and now you? What have I ever done wrong for you? Is this how you pay me back? For my love and sincerity?
Honestly, the flow of things was quite different. It wasn't the office and then me that you lost. It was me first, and then I got you kicked out of the office. And yeah, simps like you should be dealt with like that. Kicked to the curb is what you deserve. And I bet even my insult would be a turn on for you, given how well you beg.
Behave yourself now, Eva. I'm anything but a beggar. It's filthy enough to cheat on your boyfriend, even filthier to brag about it. I have not done a single bad thing to you. I got you in the office. You had your job because of me. I even got you promoted through my recommendations. I'll never forget what you did to me. This is how you answer to goodness and love? I am ashamed that I ever shared a relationship with you.
With me or without, you are a full package of failures. I was just using you as my stepping stone. This is what all your worth counted to. A bloody stone for me to step on. Nothing more. I climbed over you, and now I am the girlfriend of your superior. And I got you fired straight away. Do you see how much power I have over you, loser? Now go and cry somewhere else.
As far as I know, Eva, you're not anyone's superior. You're just a whore. Remember that. Bye. Hey Brooks, man. How are you doing now? Better than before, my man. I've been facing an existential crisis lately. It's been hard. I understand, man. Such things happen to all of us. Just hold on. Whatever it is, it will pass. Yeah, it will. Anyways, thanks for looking out for me all these days. I am thankful for having such a friend like you. Don't worry about it, my man. I owed it to all the good times we had. Can't leave my own friend alone in the darkness. I would have left the job myself, man, if not for my tight financial situation. I hope you understand. I understand, man. Though, you texted early today. Aren't you at work right now? Yeah, the work. About that, there's been a pickle. That big project? You have not been able to make any progress ahead of your milestones. If anything, I think the team has even ruined some part of the already done work. Thanks to the bad direction from above, we need help. I need help. I think there are a lot of good business developers out there in the market. Though I don't want any good to happen for Collins, I still can't see you in trouble. Wait, I'll recommend some names and contacts. We've tried all those professionals already, so you can spare me the names on your list. They kind of want the main man himself. Only your hands and mine would do, Brooks. What? You can be serious, my man. Yes, I am serious, Brooks. They want you there. Back in the office with a job? No, just for this one project, my man. They want you to see it true. The clients themselves. They are pretty mad after they got to know that the main man in development team is fired. Right now, we don't have many options. We need you. Please help us complete this. It will be a huge loss for the company. A project as huge as this can cause a lot of damage to the company's reputation if it goes down. Do you even hear yourself right now? How can you come to advocate for them before me? After whatever they did to me, it's a clear no from my side. And don't even ask me again, man. You really want to know why I am here? Why do I have to advocate for them before you? It's because that bitch gave me an ultimatum. That I either convince you, or I am fired from the job. They know I am your good friend, and they know I need the job. Please, Brooks. I have always been a good friend to you. I am asking you this one favor. Please don't say no to me. I never imagined that I can be this cynical. Collins has really lost his head to that slut. But you, calm down now. I can never let your position be harmed. Even if it takes me to do a project for these scums. Just tell Collins to text me himself. If he wants my service, then that'll do. Thank you, Brooks. I will always remember this favor of yours. I'll tell him to text you straight away. This is all you will need to complete the project. Update me when you're done with it. Well, well. If it isn't my late boss, acting like he is still my boss. I know very well what I'll need for the project. I bloody made it to what it is now. Although, you seem to be unaware of what you need to do to get me to do this project. And what is it about now? Can't you just quit crying and get over with it already? We don't have enough time for your blabbering. Who's crying over anything? Moreover, if someone here needs to get over something, it would be you. You're not my boss anymore. Stop acting like it. If you want me to do you a good one, ask properly. Hey Brooks, I need you to help me on the given project. Will you be good enough to help me? Was this plea good enough for you? Or does your insecurity require more courtesy? I told you to ask properly. And in a trade, a proper way to ask for a service is by making a transaction first. Not with words, with actual currency. Damn it! How dare you! You're so far beyond the line right now, Brooks. You do know what happens to your friend's job if you keep this up. Yeah, I do. I also happen to know the amount of loss the company will bear if you fail to deliver this one. More than that, I also know that the clients want me to handle the project. So, it's better to pay me 1/3 of what you're getting for the project than losing all with your failure without me. Moreover, think about your professional future if you fail to deliver a project so famous and huge. I knew you were a selfish brat from the get-go. If only I hadn't needed you so bad, I would have made you pay for this behavior. Either you pay up, or go away. I won't do you a single favor without a payment. Okay, just do it. I am sending the amount to your account now. Verify it and start on the project today. The final deadline is Saturday noon. Deliver it to me in the morning at noon so I can get the team to verify it before giving it to the client. Good. See you Saturday.
Hey Simp, it's noon already, and you were supposed to deliver it in the morning. It's delivery time. Submit the project to me now.
Did you really need to text me? I mean, Collins can come get his project himself, can't he? You, on the other hand, should only focus on stuff you excel at, and that's wearing yourself out.
Shut up, wimp. As a matter of fact, I've been appointed a partner in business to Collins. So it's my project now too, as much as it is his. So deliver it already, please, and don't waste any more of my precious time. We're already late enough for the team verification of project because of your retardedness.
You don't need to get my project verified from a team that was unable to do it without me. All the source files are attached to it. Every challenge and demand has been catered to.
Look at our slave doing our bidding so well. Good boy. Don't worry. In time, I'll make you do more for me, and without any payments too. I'll make you a rug under my feet, and I am sure you'll love it. Goodbye. Don't forget to rub yourself over my insults.
We'll see about that. Good riddance for now.
You fucking moron. Is there no limit to your decorum? You had one task, and you stopped it. The project was full of errors. How humiliated we were before the clients. God, your project made us look like imbeciles. Your incompetent ass cost us a fortune. Swine.
I can only imagine how humiliating that would have felt. By the way, do you still think those errors were made by mistake? I guess, for people who don't know how to read the source files, can't know that the whole project was mutilated on purpose.
What the fuck? You can't. You jeopardize our deal on purpose? You worthless piece of entrails. I'll make you pay for this. Keep this in mind. Collins will make you pay now.
As it stands, woman, I am the one making you pay. And on all's end, it seems. You've already paid me the 1/3 of what you were going to earn. And now you won't even earn as much as you paid me. Moreover, now that you're a partner in business, you'll be equally affected by the losses. At last, you people get what you deserve.
Bloody hell! You cannot even imagine what's coming for you. Collins will rip you apart, you maggot.
Oh, but I think I do see what's coming. A shitload of trash talking, that is. Forgive me for asking, but who's the rug now? How does it feel to be crushed under my feet? How are your breaths? Is it getting difficult to breathe? Don't worry about that though. Your whole life is going on a ventilator soon. I have never seen a person as manipulative as you. Scums like you should not even be in business. People like you should not be in business. Now you know well how it feels to be looked upon. Though, unlike me, you deserve it. But don't worry. You may be thinking that you've gotten off easy, yet I am going to make you pay now. Your friend is going to get fired, and you're going to be sued in court for intentionally jeopardizing a deal between us. I have made all the preparations. See you in court, you dog. What job? Haven't you been to your office? He already resigned, and his resignation letter awaits you on your table. What? That scum doesn't have the guts to quit even if it were on his life. Stop daydreaming. That ruse of his finances is still on my hand. No, it's not. I gave him the money you paid for the job. So made you cut the ruse while you thought you'd tighten it. Checkmate. On another hand, The money you paid me was paid as dues clearance. That means, officially, you never gave me any money for this project. All you gave me was for already remaining dues. Moreover, the contract with clients has your signatures on it. And now Eva's too. The courts will hold you accountable, not me. Do you really think this makes a case against me? Really, man? You really are retarded at everything you do. You really deserve to fail. To hell with you and your games. You will pay for the damages you have done to us. I'll make sure of that. You tried to make sure about a lot of other things. And did they happen? First, manage dealing with your crashing business and the poverty that awaits you like a demon. Then maybe tried to make me pay. Until then, burn. Good riddance. I don't understand. There are multiple verifications before a project is delivered to the client. How did your project pass all of these verifications unnoticed? David, my friend, I was the head of all developments in that same company. I know the details of work and the procedures of the office. First of all, the landmines I set in the project are so sharp, they can't be seen by even a senior dev. Secondly, I gave them the project so late that it couldn't have been verified by the team. It was delivered as it is. Thanks, man. Only you could have seen the way out. They'd have continued manipulating me in the future too. Had you done them this favor? I can't be grateful enough for the money too. You bought me my freedom. Thanks for everything. You were close to losing a job just for being a friend of mine. I owed you this much, so that money is all yours. As for me, revenge has been enough. Eva was devastated after she had to pay up half of the fine. Under debt and out of a professional career, she lived the rest of her life in shame and utter poverty. She tried to make amends with Brooks again, but he rejected her straight away. Collins was financially sunk. His firm went out of business and any sort of respect it had in the past years because he had little money left to continue any business. He went on to become an employee for a low-end company with low salary. Brooks, as learned and intelligent as he was, got along easily. He and David opened up a newer firm that flourished well under their supervision. He married 3 years later with a pretty and loyal woman.